Well, I mean, not yet. I need to make sure the stream is running. Then we can get on with it. Fuck is that? Whatever. Holy shit, is that me streaming? Alright, welcome. I pried myself away from Uma Musume for long enough to stream. Like everything's ready, so I might as well start. I should be very close to the end, I think. Also, I'm not entirely sure. Um, I think I'll go pee while I wait for folks to show up. Hey, sorry for the wait. Never mind, no one has shown up yet. So I guess I'll just get on with it. Once I can get the fucking pop filter all well and good. I should be getting a new mic with a boom arm for my birthday. So, I'm not gonna have to be fucking with, the stupid goddamn pop filter all the time. Okay, that should be pretty stable. I was gonna say pretty stable, and then it immediately fell. Fucking hate this thing. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. I only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. You alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright, I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug? Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Everything's fine. Been avoiding this for all these years, now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey! You talk first. No, well... Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. What? Sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Hi doll, welcome! Been waiting for someone to show up. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Is there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? Just like your sister. I've been days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it, and after all those worries, after all those problems, all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter. A fucking letter, of all things. It says sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. You laughing? Sorry, I just... I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. The letter was supposed to piss me off like that. I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? Told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. Organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. And not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Be ashamed? What was it? How did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply. Did Jill never notice that? The thing near her left breast wasn't birth. Okay. But Jill never noticed any of the serums. I wonder where she hid the syringes. And the rejection was what ended up killing her. The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her. But they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. Kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is such a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Well, at least it seems like she doesn't have any ill will towards you when she apologized to you. It is sad to not be able to make it, mutual, though. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. Only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we're to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we're to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Nora was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. It didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. You did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Thank God my chest pains aren't caused by nanomachine rejection. Once I even blamed her death on you. I was too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... I mean, I feel like Jill's response to that was, like, pretty appropriate. That was a fucking awful situation to put her in. I don't think yelling in that sort of situation is something I would, is something unexpected or undeserved at all. It, I mean, obviously it would have been preferable if she had been, you know, calmer about it, but, like, tough shit? It's not really how, such a fucking, like, awful situation works. You're not always thinking rationally. You're most likely to not be thinking rationally if someone puts you in that sort of situation. Let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Uh, uh, um... Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger U? Oh, shit. Can't believe she's a 4chaner. I have, yeah. I wonder if we've read her messages on there before. Well, the truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. The description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? Sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer, and she accepted on my behalf in no time. Kept saying it was the best for me in my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? Hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college, thanks to being with her. That was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. Would have stopped her once we'd gotten married. What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me. What about my freedom, my say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No, no, no. I never stopped loving her. This is why it hurts so much. You have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. Could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Eh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. Should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much onto her. Something like that. Or, you know, we are quite the hotheads. You, me, and my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us, too? Oh, it's just the... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? I didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded. But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid, dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. In perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it'll never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. We both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. I said berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she'd tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. Same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? Toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gabby. Preferably sweet. Okay, yeah, I assume I'm not supposed to put alcohol in this one. I don't want to find out what happens if I do. Or Adelaide, one Flannery. All aged, mixed. Blued. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Ahem. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both intend to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey! Wanna add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot. Idiot. I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough? You idiotic idiot! Hey Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. Can't do that. Eh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. Both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So... About this drink... Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. Not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. You might as well break the alcohol taboo here. Now, I didn't put any garmatrine in that shit. We're tricking her. Now that I think about it, didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of her shoes in all her shoes in retaliation. Girl, how much did that shit cost? How the fuck do you even, like, get that off all of your shoes? He walked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well... I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. As a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. Space. She said, so, do you like eating me for lunch? I assume that was nothing new. Bill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Clarice, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And Miss Clarice knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course, how would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clarice doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy! I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Jesus Christ. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether it was right or not. Oh, come on. If you're that confident, you gotta bet more than that. Missed opportunity. You could have fucking drained your friend dry. Or acquaintance, even better. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Fucking pop filter, oh my god. I am not having a Sweet Victory right now. Fucking hate this thing. Once I get a boom arm and a new mic, hopefully that doesn't give me trouble like this thing does. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the one said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society, and in her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. Still on my sis's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? But no, Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think? Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. Must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. Bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh? Thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. Fuck. The music suddenly got really fucking loud in my ear. Jesus Christ. The song is very good, even if the song starting, kind of obliterated my eardrum a little bit for some reason. It'll give us some time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. Oh? Wait, what? I seriously expected like another stream after this, huh? I'm really surprised it's over. I mean, maybe it continues after the credits? Like Hotline Miami? And other stuff like that? But just in case, I guess I'll give my thoughts on the game now. Yeah, the game's over, apparently, probably. Unless it continues past the credits, because some games do that. Sometimes there's fake out credits, so I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, fucking incredible game. Jill is... Jill is an amazing character. I think the primary topic of the game is handled really well, and I really like the supporting cast as well. I don't know if there's gonna be, like, a sequel after this or anything like that, but if there is, I'll definitely play it. Because I'm definitely going to miss all of these characters. I mean, it feels like there's enough for a sequel, like, very easily. It's not like the type of narrative where there needs to be something huge going on, as long as Jill's there. Did you have fun? Yep. I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why'd your boss hug you, though? She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Oh, Jesus, this came out in 2016? What the fuck? It was 9 fucking years ago. Jesus. I always thought of this game as, like, pretty new, but at the same time, like, eternally present, you know? Like, it's always been there, but it just came out. Oh shit. Oh shit, I think there's this. Can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. Didn't have to accept, you know. Shut up. I'm having a good time. Aww. See? Even Gabby's having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? I always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aww. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time where she bought her a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that what? It had a pic of a cucumber on it. Cucumber? Ow, just what are you doing with my hair? Sorry, it got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously. So I'm a bit like Lenore then. No, you just remind me of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as ass. What this girl is trying to say is that with your tits and ass, you could build a Lenore into half out of the mass. That just means there's enough to share with both of you. Jesus fucking Christ, Alma. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. The fuck, Alma? Guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Yo, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But and you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. Time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. I already know they're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about the control panel, I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes... Jill, stop calling Armitage! She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him, I'm worried about me. Never been away from 4 this long, I don't know what I'll do. Do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but... we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget... left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Gil. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my emoto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Oh my fucking god, Dana. Don't fuck up my little sister body pillow, bitch. Mo who? Don't worry about it, Jill. Sister. Just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. Loading heart data? Why is there New Game Plus in this game? Let me look up if there's like a different ending you get on New Game Plus. God fucking damn it, Pop Filter. You swear to God. There are 6 endings. I did not see that many fucking... Okay. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, 6 endings is a fuck ton. The bad ending is getting evicted, as I expected. If I come back to this game on stream, it'll be after, like, getting to the point where where I've, like, gotten right up to each ending. Just so we can see each of them. I don't know when that'll be, though. It might be next stream, but I might also just start a new game next stream. Come back to this later. I'll have to figure that out. You can probably tell I've just been fucking around with the pop filter for a bit. Okay, here we go. Okay. Not get Alma drunk on dude. Okay, so I already got 2 out of 6 endings. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get all the endings. I don't know if it's gonna be right away or if I'm gonna take a break. But, yeah, I've got 2 out of 6. Because it seems like you can get multiple at once. So I got Alma's ending and the good ending. So I have 4 left. And I know how to get them. So I will see you next time, once I have figured out what I'm gonna do. Thank you for coming. Have a great day.